Caleb's, then we'll do Zane's, and then Raphael's.
The Far Space Fleet announced that they have blocked off the Skyhaven guard station, Cloud Realm 4. Fleet authorities haven't disclosed the reason behind this. Instead, they have advised civilians to avoid the airspace around the island until further notice.
The holographic screen displays an aerial view of the island. I hold my glass of water and I don't even know how to say that word. I'm not even going to try and say that word. Tap it while I watch. Blocking off the guard station isn't a small matter. It's the far space. I can't even speak. I'm so sorry. Far space fleet doing something with the ether core again. Caleb must know what's going on. I'll ask him. This man usually answers right away. Is he busy? I'll try calling him one more time.
What's up? I just got out of a meeting, so I missed your phone call.
You sound exhausted. Is everything okay?
Oh, it's nothing. I guess I'm just tired. The fleet unleashed a horde of paperwork on me, so I've got lots of papers to sign. It's given me a headache.
Aww. Poor baby. You're always busy with work. Can I come over to check in on you this weekend?
Really? That's kind of sudden.
I just saw on the news about the Far Space Fleet blocking off a guard station.
I knew it. That's the real reason you're calling.
That's not true. I called because I was worried about you. The guard station comes second.
It's time for your treatment, Colonel.
Okay. I have work to do. We'll talk later.
Caleb, I heard that. What treatment? Are you injured?
I got scratched while on a mission. It's nothing serious.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. You better tell me everything.
Telling you in person would be easier. And since you want to know about that guard station, you can come to Skyhaven this weekend. Whether you're visiting me or the guard station, either is fine.
The Coloma Express cuts through the sunlight as it arrives in Skyhaven. I pull my suitcase toward the hovering aircraft by the plaza. I quickly look around and spot Caleb in the distance. He's standing under a billboard, his eyes on his phone. He's here to pick me up, but he's not even paying attention. I take a roundabout path and sneak up on him. I raise my hand and
We're playing
I
hide and
raise up
seek
my
already.
hand. He catches my wrist and turns around to face me. He leans against the aircraft. Having foiled my attempt to surprise him, he gives an amused smile. You caught me again, lame. I pretend to sulk, but then I notice something white wrapped around Caleb's wrist. It peeks out from under his sleeve. What's that? Your scratch? I lift Caleb's hand and roll up his loose sleeve to reveal layers upon layers of bandages underneath.
You're doing an inspection now? Here? That's not a good idea.
You call this a scratch, Caleb? You're in big trouble. I glare at him before moving to check his modified right hand.
This is fine. A doctor already treated the injury.
His arm slips from my grasp. In one fluid motion, he pulls me close so I'm pressed against his side.
If you're that worried, I'll let you do a proper inspection when we get back.
The flight with Caleb passes in silence. I'm not giving him the cold shoulder. It's just that his communication device hasn't stopped buzzing during this short flight.
Organize everything and send it to me within 10 minutes.
After changing into slippers, he walks to his desk in the study. The flight's a dedicated communication screen that lights up in response.
Give me 30 minutes, okay?
I give him a re-signed okay and head back to the living room. I spot a half-finished aircraft model on the coffee table. Humph. This guy might have landed, but his head is still in the clouds. Once I attach the last tail wing from the model, Caleb's voice finally drifts from the study.
It's a new model that just arrived a few days ago. I haven't built this type before.
If you took any longer, it would have finished assembling the last pieces and it left you with nothing. He already changed into casual clothes. He walks up to me and places his hand on my shoulder. Colonels. I don't even know. I don't think I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying that right. Colonel? Is it Colonel? I think it's Colonel. Anyway. Colonel's duty is so urgent that you have to work even when you're injured?
I'm just reviewing a few documents.
Caleb sits beside me on the carpet, picks up a spoiler, and leans in close. His hand brushes against mine as he attaches it to the wing.
When I know you're visiting, I'll rearrange my schedule. It doesn't matter how busy I am.
I love you for that. You say that now, but if I hadn't called you, it would probably be I would probably be unaware of your injury.
I wasn't planning to tell you at first, but
Caleb takes my hand and helps me press the landing gear into place. Then he looks at me.
since you caught me red-handed, I might as well admit it. At least I get to enjoy your concern.
Have you realized that I'll care about you even if you aren't wounded? Besides, you haven't told me how you got injured in the first place. Caleb keeps his gaze lowered as he sets the model into its stand. The aircraft is now upright.
It was during a routine flight. There was an issue with the vessel, but we resolved it quickly. You checked the injury yourself. You know it's not serious.
This isn't the first time you downplayed what happens in the fleet.
We finally get to see each other, and you only want to talk about this? You know, it's been a long time since we built a model together. That plane we assembled?
Well... Caleb raises his chin to gesture to a corner of the cabin.
It's still there.
I know Caleb is changing the subject, but I decided to hold back my questions. Once the model is done, we can put it next to that one. After adjusting the wiring and batteries, I flip the switch. The plane's interior lights up to cast a soft golden glow on the windows. Finished with the assembly, sorry. I massage my neck. I glance outside and realize it's already dark.
What would you like for dinner? We can order takeout, or I can cook. It's up to you.
I want you to cook. The doorbell responds before I can. Caleb unconsciously furrows his eyebrow. Someone wants to see you at this hour?
The people who heard about my injury.
I follow him as he gets up and opens the door. Outside the door stands a middle-aged man wearing a uniform. There's also someone I know very well, Liam. Oh my gosh, Liam! I remember him. I love him.
Bureau of Security heard that the Colonel suffered a minor injury.
Dart, it's
I'm
going
here to
well so
check on
far.
you. And it just so happens that I ran into Adjutant Liam on the way.
It's nothing serious, Director. I appreciate your concern.
Oh, it's adjutant. Okay. I didn't know how to say that word. Now I know. They enter the living room and their gazes inevitably fall on me.
And this young lady is...
Caleb moves to shield me from their view. Understanding his intention, I give them a slight nod before heading to the study.
As you can see, I can't be a proper host today, Director.
Once I close the door to the study, Caleb's icy tone gradually becomes muffled. I walk over to the bookshelf and start to scan through it. Maybe I'll grab a book to pass the time. As my fingers trail along the book's spines, a thick stack of envelopes in the corner catches my eye. I'm about to touch them when the topmost envelope falls. I bend down and pick it up. To Queenie. X me. I need to change my name on here. I haven't done it yet. It's in Caleb's handwriting. The unsealed envelope contains a single thin sheet of paper with a short message. If I don't return home this time, promise me you'll take care of yourself and eat properly every day, even when you're alone. This was when Caleb was still at the Aerospace Academy. I take out the second letter. Like the first, it contains a short message. Trust me, any man who makes you cry isn't worth your time. Oh, well, that's definitely true. 100%. I check several more envelopes. Each one has the same phrase. To Queenie. Me. Why did he write so many letters? Only not to tell me about them.
Emergency landing site is completed. All debris and parts have been cataloged and archived. Here's the investigation report.
Emergency landing debris? What are they talking about? The footsteps stop outside the door, and I find myself leaning closer so I can listen.
Further field anomaly caused by the vessel's emergency landing is still present. Other than that, no abnormalities were detected in Cloud Realm 4.
Got it. Keep an eye on the old guard. Don't let them use this situation against us.
Understood. I'll let you get some rest tonight, sir.
They blocked off the Cloud Realm IV because of the patrol vessel's emergency landing. Caleb was on mission in the Deepspace tunnel recently. Is it related to his injury? Lost in thought, I'm startled as the door to the study opens. Tablet in hand, Caleb leans against the door frame and faces me.
What you looking at?
Oh, Pretending I didn't overhear the conversation outside the study, I waved the letter in my hand. I'm reading the words of someone who wanted to say to me years ago. What, are you nervous?
You said these were words I wanted to say to you years ago. Of course I'm nervous about you finding them now.
It's weird though. You're the last person I'd expect regularly to write me letters. And keep them hidden from me makes it even weirder.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't write you letters? Handwritten words are more sincere. Maybe I just wanted to talk to you.
I don't believe that. I look at Caleb, but he averts his gaze. He really wants to change the subject.
Some missions are very dangerous. It's just standard protocol before deployment.
standard protocol letters, then these must be his last. The realization hits me, but I can't bear to finish the thought. So, do you write to me every time?
Everyone writes these for the most important person in their life.
Caleb takes the letter from my hand and puts it back in the envelope. Then he slides it into the bookshelf, as if that cloud somehow makes me forget I ever saw
I
it.
shouldn't have brought them back from the archives. They were better off being destroyed with the rest.
Don't you dare destroy them. They were written to me, so they're technically mine. Hand them over. I want to read.
Sorry, I don't plan on doing that. Also, unsent letters belong to the sender. Besides, I wrote so many that they're mostly about trivial stuff. They're not worth reading.
Caleb, you...
Alright, enough about me. Let's focus on the island instead. Weren't you curious about why they sealed off Cloud Realm 4?
Caleb gently taps my head with a pad in his hand.
Do you want to review the guard station investigation report?
Oh, it's 4. Okay. When it comes to changing the subject, you're second to none. I heard what you and Liam were talking about. Your injury has something to do with the patrol aircraft's emergency landing, right? Caleb doesn't answer immediately, which means I hit the mark again.
What's important is that my injuries aren't serious. I don't want you to be worried about other things.
Caleb strokes my hair in an attempt to comfort me, but I cross my arms. I still am bothered by what he's hiding. You're not the only one who gets to decide what I need to know.
The fleet has made the area accessible again. Since you wanted to investigate the guard station, why don't I take you there so you can check it out yourself? I need to find something that the fleet personnel missed anyway.
Our aircraft makes a smooth landing at the guard station despite the rain. I look out from the window and watch the raindrops trail down the glass. Metal debris that lies scattered in the wild grass before us. As the cabin door opens, I leap so I'm right under the umbrella Caleb holds out.
The fleet personnel have already done a round of cleanup. But there's too much to deal with. It'll take a few more attempts before we can restore this place to how it was originally.
The resonance range is huge. The energy is stable, but there aren't any abnormalities. This incident doesn't seem to be related to the ether core. I feel somewhat relieved and follow the streams of rainwater toward the distant wreckage. Even after the cleanup, the marks left by the crash are devastating. My heart aches even more with every step. Caleb, you call this an emergency landing? This is a crash.
The situation was a little more severe than normal.
He takes out a small detector, tosses it, and catches it before pointing at the wreckage area, and he initiates a scan.
We encountered magnetic fluctuations after returning from the Deepspace tunnel. Our data systems were corrupted. Fortunately, we could use a visual approach to land. Cloud Realm 4 has always been uninhabited, so we chose it as our emergency landing site.
Following the detector's signal, Caleb carefully unearths a chip from the soil. He smiles and carefully wipes away the dirt from it.
I was worried we wouldn't find it.
It's a high security chip the Hunters Association only uses, storing the most classified information from the advanced tech labs. Caleb takes out his fleet communication device and accesses the interface to read the chip. When the screen shows the data trivia was successful, he lets out a quiet sigh of relief. A small hologram quickly appears above his watch. It shows me running into Caleb's arm as with a bouquet of flowers. Oh, my photo. You used a chip from that level of security clearance to store that?
There's more. Photos of you, as well as pictures of us, are backed up on this. If something happened, I'd be able to see you one last time.
The hologram looks real. I slowly reach out to touch the shimmering light and imagine Caleb looking at these photos. Would he be in the cruising air flight's break room, or a quiet corner with a window that could let him see the stars? He switches off the hologram and carefully inserts the chip back into his communication device.
What are you thinking about?
I thought about how I almost lost you again. I was wondering if you left any messages for me before that mission.
It was just a few words. You've seen them before.
The rain begins to let up, and a blanket of mist surrounds the guard station. We're a few steps away from the edge of the clown realm floor. Layers of light gray clouds extend beneath our feet. The aircraft's tail wings broken at the cliff's edge. Part of it has already fallen into the abyss. Caleb, I know you. Even though you said that, I'm certain you put your heart and soul into writing them every time.
Not necessarily. It just became a habit. Whether it's writing messages or looking at photos. After adding them to my daily routine, I slowly learned to live with the possibility of accidents.
I imagine the day of the crash. After massive, I can't speak. Okay. I imagine the day of the crash, that massive aircraft plummeting from Deepspace with Caleb trapped inside. Are you sure it's a habit and not you becoming numb to almost everything?
It's all the same. At least it helps me stay calm when there's a crisis. It's okay. No matter what happens, I want to return just as much as you do.
His comforting words do little to ease my doubts. I don't understand how he can talk so casually about something that could cost him his life. Caleb, it's been a while since we took a picture together, right? So you often look at photos. We should take more of them. I hold up my phone to ensure the camera has us both in the shot. It'll remind you that below the skies hasn't gotten used to saying goodbye. I left Skyhaven and returned to Lincoln. I almost brought all the letters Caleb wrote to me. Every night before bed, I read one. These messages span several years. They deserve to be read slowly. The secret ingredient to my special apple jam is a splash of lemon juice. Now that you know my secret recipe, will you think of me whenever you make jam? I left the necklace under my pillow in the dorm. Don't get mad at me for not wearing it. I wouldn't be around this time to make it up to you if you do. Your birthday present this year is up on the top shelf of my room's bookcase. Yep, it's the one you can never reach. Get it yourself when your birthday arrives. I put a recording of me singing happy birthday in the card. Aww. The lamp's light shines through the fragile paper as I lean against my headboard. I set aside these letters that are heavy with unspoken significance. I almost said insignificance. By obsessing over every little detail, maybe a person can fool themselves into thinking they've tied up all loose ends, and then they can walk away without any regrets. Each letter written in preparation for death becomes a sharp shard. One by one, they cut the threads that connect me to Caleb. I dream of a world without Caleb that night. I become lonely. I become a lonely island that will never have blooming flowers. What have you been up to? You rarely call ever since you left Skyrim. I'm learning how to make the special apple jam from your last words. I added the lemon juice, but the apple jam doesn't taste like yours. Caleb, I don't think I can make it. I told you not to read those silly letters. If you're free this weekend, I'll pick you up and take you to Skyhaven. There's a place I want you to see. That weekend, Caleb picks me up from Lincoln as promised. But after we board the aircraft, he steers to vessel away from Skyhaven's main island. The fleet's message appears several times as usual, but Caleb ignores every call today. He eventually cuts off the signal. Have the old guard been giving you trouble since then? What about your injuries? Have you made a full recovery? Do you still have annoying paperwork to sign?
If you really want to know, I'll tell you everything when we get back. Right now, I just want to be the Caleb who's by your side.
I rest my arm near the window and watch the clouds rush past like a flowing stream. Where are you taking me?
We'll be visiting a world that belongs to just the two of us. I'll perform a magic trick for you. We're almost there.
The aircraft arrives at the guard station. Looking through the window, I see expanses of green meadows and lakes. The wind stirs ripples across the water as the aircraft lands near the lakeshore. This guard station is. Clusters of flowers dot the grass at our feet. Their stems sway in the gentle breeze. The surrounding islands look hauntingly familiar in the mist. Is this Cloud Realm 4? It was nothing but a wasteland last time I was here. What happened?
Caleb
takes my hand and leads me to the lakefront.
According to the fleet's report, The area's protofield was affected when the vessel crashed. It somehow allowed grass to grow here. But I think it's because spring has arrived in Skyhaven.
So technically it can't be considered your magic trick. Light sprinkles between the water lilies as he leads me to a short tree that reaches towards the lake.
Yeah. Making the
making
wasteland
a-
bloom was
oh,
the
sorry. I
protofield's
was about
magic
to
trick.
Steal his line again. Oh my god, I keep doing that.
But making these flowers bloom in your world, that's the magic trick I'm about to perform. My feet leave the ground as he lifts me up. He sets me down on a fallen tree trunk that stretches over the lake. Will you wait for me here?
Before I can answer, he quickly disappears behind the flowers in the distance. Oh, he's so pretty in this one too.
For this
They all
magic
look
trick,
so
my
good in
invitation
this
will be
one. They
flowers
did
and
so
an
good,
embrace.
and they ate
A little world
on
just
the,
for us.
Spring
Join
Day.
me.
Oh,
I've been wanting to take you away from that chaotic world for a long time.
I love that we're sitting on his lap. I love that.
I guess we need a proper ceremony to celebrate this.
Surely you have so I can't even. I hate.
Stay
I
tuned.
hate when I'm trying to read certain things and I can't read it because it's so freaking fast. Or
Let me think.
he looks so good. He's so pretty.
A successful magic trick needs a special prop. Let me show you a flower magic trick. We're in the middle of my magic trick.
That's cool. I did not mean to look at his leg, but you know what? Whatever. Still the same
But this can
flower.
transform our little boat into a peaceful cradle. If you want to be gentle or rough, the choice is yours. Give it a shot. Time for some magic.
You're using your knowledge to sweat dog.
Woof.
What? was low.
Who says that's the end? The diary's true ending is... fallen airplanes become cradles, new sprouts grow from barren earth. And... from now on, flowers will always bloom in your little world. Yes. Returning to this world with you by my side. Is the greatest miracle that fate has given me.
I rest in Caleb's arm as our small boat gently rocks. It drifts on the lake's surface. While the willow trees sit along the bank, their branches hang low. Soft leaves brush against my cheek. Don't you dare write any more of those letters before your missions. No matter how detailed your instructions are, I won't follow them.
Why are you so bossy?
I have to be when it comes to you, Caleb.
Then, that special apple jam. It's
Welcome
okay
back,
if you
Dark.
never learn how to make it. Whenever you're craving it, just stop by my place. I'll make it for you.
Oh, right. I remember crying when we reunited at the fleet's headquarters. Any man who makes you cry isn't worth your time. That's what Caleb used to
Wait,
say.
you...
Seeing him at a loss of words, I turn away to hide my smile.
I wrote a lot of letters. And that's the only one you remember?
Caleb grabs my shoulder and turns me back around. Within this intimate proximity, he taps the spot between my eyebrows.
Where's your conscience?
There's no point in remembering things that will never happen. As the water ripples around us, I reach up and hold Caleb tightly. I never want to see any of those farewells or last words ever again.
Then, we'll only say hello from now on. There won't be any goodbyes.
I know that no matter what happens, I'm just like him. We always yearn for our home and long to return to each other's side. At this distance, Caleb's gaze bridges smallest of spaces that contains the bottomless depths of one's emotions. He's focused on one's persons in his arms. He remembers the endless darkness of the Deepspace tunnel. Just when he thought he was about to fall into the void, he found himself embracing someone who rushed to him with flowers in his hand. She has beautiful eyes. He lost himself in them and forgot about the boundaries of time and space.
Warning.
What the hell is
Battlefield
happening?
interference detected. Severe damage to aircraft hull. Structural integrity.
Initiate the emergency landing protocol. Don't make me repeat myself.
Safety protocols have been activated. Please set emergency landing coordinates within 30 seconds.
As violent tremors within the turn of the world upside down, Caleb concentrates. His fingers fly across the control panel.
Coordinates verified. The location is suitable for an emergency landing. Configuring navigation route. Initiating emergency landing mode.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,